2 done. That was tough. That was very tough. 4 more. Good morning and welcome back to another week of London Marathon training. I think this is week 6 or 7, I can't remember. Anyway, lots to talk about today. It's race week and I'm not heading to the Green Gate today for my workout, heading to the other end of that trail to do it in the other way. I'll explain all when we get there. There we go. Just over 15 minutes done for the warm-up. So I've hit the other end of the trail today because today's workout is going to be easier for me to do this way. No hills as such in this one because it's a smaller workout, it's a taper workout. But before we get into that, let me run you through the week. It's Wednesday today, so I usually go out on a Friday. No session on Friday because we have the Lliswerry 8 on Sunday. That's why I'm wearing this, a homage to the race. So Monday, steady 75 minutes, so kind of like an introduction into the medium long runs. So they're starting kind of and that was on Monday. That was good. Tuesday, double easy steady, so I did 30 in the morning, 50 at night. I just should have done 50-30, but I got it the other way around because I just got up late on Tuesday. I was so tired, so I thought I'd do the 30 in the morning, 50 at night. And then we roll into today, which means that the rest of the week is going to look like tomorrow I've got 50 steady, Friday I've got a rest, Saturday I've just got to go out and do 20 minutes and some strides to shake out the legs, and then Sunday I've got the Lliswerry 8. And as for last week's back injury, that's all good. Very happy with how things finished off last week with a long run with Matt. Appreciate your support on that video. Yeah, rolled into this week feeling good. Although I've got to be honest with you, major DOMs today, did a big strength session on Monday night. And yeah, the DOMs have really kicked in today. My glutes are feeling so heavy and my hamstrings as well. So all I'm going to do between now and the race is core work, so no more strength. I wanted to get a decent one in on the 6 days out, basically 5-6 days out. So yeah, I'll do some core on Thursday or Friday and that'll be it. Okay, GoPro really doesn't like the cold, it's dying already. So we'll see how that affects today. I'll throw you straight into Will and he can let you know what we've got today.
Right then, Mr. Rayner, crikey, it is cold. Where has this come from? I don't like it. But do you know what's heating up? Your running, because last week we had 1 or 2 problems and it wasn't the most consistent week, but I feel like we sorted them out so we can hit a decent week this week. And what is in store for you? Well, we've got 1 session and then 1 race. So the session is gonna be 2 times 5 minutes and then 6 by 75. Nothing massive because we're slightly tapering down after a big block to then be able to hit the weekend. So that session is all going to be off 90. The 5 minutes probably start at around 10k effort and slowly build. So like the first one is around 10k effort, make this second one slightly quicker. Then the 75s probably starting at like a 3k effort, so something a bit quicker than you'd run for a 5k, and then slowly work them down. All off 90 seconds, so should be nice and straightforward. And then Lliswerry 8 miles, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's got 2 L's and a lot of vowels. Sounds Welsh. Not a fan at Welsh Runner. But this is kind of like the last final week of getting you into paying 10k shape before, you guessed it, that cheeky marathon specific stuff proper starts. Go get it, have a good one, and let me know how it goes.
So just coming down onto this newly laid sort of section of the cycle track, this is kind of where I start to turn around when I'm doing some of my workouts when I start the other end. So basically I'm just going to head up this way here, and it is kind of gently uphill this way and then gently downhill the other way, but that's fine. It's good runnable surface and there's no big hills to contend with. So with what I've got today, which is 2x5 and then 6x75, I'm just going to be on the relatively runnable section of the cycle track. And with the recent cold weather, which is currently freezing right now, the cycle track and everything has frozen up quite nicely, so it's quite firm underfoot. It's really good running conditions, so I'm going to utilize that, save me going out on the industrial estate, because there's still roadworks on the high street, which means every car's going onto the industrial estate and I don't want to get run over. So we're out here getting it done here today. So I'm just going to quickly warm up again with some drills and strides, and I'm going to get straight into this because it is bloody freezing. Right, warm up done. Let's get into this. Let's go. Okay, great stuff. 5:39 I think, or 5:40 for that first 5 minutes. That was gently uphill into the wind. We'll spin and do the other one the other way. All right, there we go. 5:26, 5:27 for that one. You can see the difference spinning and coming back the other way makes. So that's the 5s done, 6x75. Two done. That was tough. That was very tough. 4 more. All done. This is way harder. This is way harder than I thought. The trails are not easy, regardless of if they're firm or not. There we go. That is all 6 done. Wow. That was far more hard work than I thought it would be. So what I was trying to convey was that I love doing my workouts on the trails if I can, and it's lovely and firm at the moment and it's really good, but it is still a little bit rocky. I hit paces today that I would normally hit out on the concrete, so I'm very, very happy. I worked a darn sight harder out here today. Anyway, battery's dying, so we're gonna get a cool down done. I'll see you back at the office. And so just before we get into the analysis here, I just want to say a massive thanks, just like last week, to the 4 companies that have my back, that support me, that I work with, that I really, really appreciate. X Miles, your one-stop nutrition shop, link down below. FOD10, 10% discount off all your nutrition. Noble Pro, treadmill specialists. Again, there's a discount in the description below if you're looking for a treadmill. They're absolutely fantastic. I've got Pure Sport, who I use all the time. I don't shout about enough, if I'm honest with you. I'm really, really bad. I use their freeze roll before every single run. I use their muscle balm after every workout and long run. I'm currently taking a couple of their supplements, but I'm not going to disclose that at the moment because I can't recommend them because I haven't used them for long enough. So I'll talk about those later down the line when I feel like I've had long enough time to use them. But the freeze roll and muscle balm I highly recommend. And of course, Body Light Gear, new supporter of the channel. Really, really appreciate working with them. High Vis kit, absolutely fantastic. They sent me a load of stuff, as I said, back last October. I've been using it all winter. It's absolutely brilliant. And again, you can get yourself 10% off with the discount code in the description below. So there we go, back at the office, feeling rather relaxed with a coffee. It's Friday now, so obviously the session was Wednesday. It's the end of the week. Just as a quick side note, I did have to swap Thursday, Friday round. So I rested Thursday and did my 50-minute steady this morning. Worst excuse in the world because I am a morning person and I get up and do all my stuff in the morning. But I couldn't, I've really struggled with the cold. As actually, as Will said, where the heck has this cold come from? I know in parts of Europe, I've been sent photos, lots of snow out there. I've got athletes in Europe that are really struggling because a lot of their places that they run is very snowy and icy. It's really bad. We haven't had snow here, or where I am in the country, but it's been so cold. And the mornings when I normally get out is about -5. So I've literally, I sacked it off. I feel ashamed, but I have. So I swapped it round. I could get out a little bit later on today, Friday, so I did. So that was a side note. The workout itself, as you can see over here, it went quite well. There was that sort of uphill and a bit of headwind. I noticed the headwind more so on the 5 minute than the 75 seconds. And then you can see that the pace difference there, 5:39, 5:26. And then obviously here, I caught myself out a little bit because what I wanted to do, for some reason in my head, I had the idea that I had 3 minutes in between the 2x5 and the 6x75. I did not. So I wanted to do the 5 out, 5 back, and then jog 3 minutes back towards a section of the cycle track where I was going to go back and forth on the 75s. So I was casually jogging thinking, oh, it's all right, I've got 3 minutes to jog there. Why 3 minutes was in my head, I have no idea. And I got halfway there, basically, and my watch started beeping, and I was like, oh, I need to get going now. So I kicked into the first row, which is why there are 2 right arrows here, because they were both going in the direction that I wanted to get. I wanted to go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. So yeah, first world problems. But anyway, got those 2 done. That was a sort of uphill into the headwind, and then you can see that the gentle downhill tailwind ones are a little bit faster, and then the other uphill ones are like that. So overall, a really good session, good tape week. I feel good, if I'm honest with you. I feel ready for this weekend. The only shame going into this weekend is the weather is going to be horrific again, just like it was at Hereford 10k. We're going to have some really, really strong winds on the weekend and a lot of rain. So we'll see how we go. But overall, the session went really well. So there we go. That wraps up another week. And as Will said, that is it for the 10k stuff. We really are, after this, locking into the big stuff. I'm super excited now. Get Lliswerry 8 race done. I'm not as excited as I should be because the weather's not going to be great. I really wanted to go out there and hammer it hard, and I still am fully intending on doing that, but it looks like the weather conditions aren't going to be great, so we'll just see what we can do. And I just want to lock in. We're like 3 weeks from Barcelona now, which is crazy. I'm so excited. And then Bourton 10k after that. 2 great races in February. It's going to be a good month. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider giving it a like, share it with your friends, and of course subscribe to the channel for weekly running content. I'll see you in the next one. Until then.